Okay, well, I shall ask
Where's
nicely
Nick?
for
'Cause I
normal
fancy a
Coke
pull on a
tomorrow,
ciggy.
if that's okay.
He's just gone to spend a penny. That was very funny, that mini task. Follow the Brian. Well, luckily, that task wasn't what we thought for the lead dancer. Here comes the jungle cat.
I could kill a ciggy right now. I really could kill a ciggy right now. Come on, you. I've got one plucked eyebrow, painted toenails, false tan to do.
Sup?
Can I have one little pull off your ciggy neck?
I've seen it all now. I didn't know you smoke. When have you ever smoked bass? Seen it all now.
Thank you, honey.
No worries.
There she is.
That was.
That was hilarious, wasn't it?
Gonna follow him around a bit.
I've been here, like, probably just because I wanted to be up, do you know what I mean?
Wow.
You want darling, say that again?
This is the latest I've been up
Oh,
since I've
been up,
here, like,
yeah.
just out of choice, like,
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than...
yeah.
Your something's going on or whatever.
When you go clubbing, do you normally get home before 11 or something?
No, I have to be home before it gets dark, before it gets light.
That wouldn't be very fun, would it?
No, I have to.
What kind of club's that?
We're going on a date. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock.
No, I can't go to. I couldn't. Like when it was my birthday. It was my birthday on the Saturday before we got in here, and then because we went out to London, it takes ages to get home and stuff. And I got home to bed, and it was like 4 in the morning. I was so annoyed because I was like, I can't believe it's so late and I'm not in bed yet. So annoyed at myself.
Grandma.
I am.
When I get out of here on that Friday, I'm packing my mum off. Because I know my mum will come up probably. I'll pack her off in a car. And I am going to get absolutely
Where are you going to go?
faded. I don't know. There's a bar there, but if I have to go somewhere else...
Do you know tomorrow? Do you reckon that
Get
what will
mullered.
I have to do? So what time will the evictions be round about?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock, I'm out there. Then what time do you think Big Mouth is on?
I think it ends at
10:30.
like, yeah, 11:30. I think it ends.
Mint. So then what time do you reckon I'll be home by? 1 o'clock?
1, half 1, half 1 latest.
If you leave...
If you leave, yeah.
Steve will get some booze then, won't he?
Oh, of course, I better have it
You
waiting,
won't have
yeah.
to. You fucking... If whoever leaves, there'll be some out there.
Here he comes.
There he comes.
Follow him.
Oh, how funny was that? That was the funniest thing ever.
Can you tell?
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it's good.
I
Well,
wondered
what
what
did
he
you
was doing at
use?
first.
The fake bake one?
Yeah. It's not too bad, is it?
Cheeks are quite rosy. Is that because of the drink?
the
do you
wine,
think?
yeah.
Right,
It looks dark, but you know what it's like when you wash it off the next day? It looks
Yeah, it
so
comes
much
Oh, I
better,
think that's
yeah.
fine, yeah.
I'm so fucking pale in here.
I'm gonna put more. I'm gonna have a shower tonight and put more on as well. I'll put some of that stuff on we got. It's really good stuff.
So we're thinking tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then it's Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And it's over. Forever. Well, until Channel 5 next year.
Yeah.
How
Thursday's the
can,
last
how can they
one,
bring
right?
it back? Saying it's over, it's over, it's over.
Yeah, exactly. That's
And
weird.
here it is. I don't think they'll rest it. I think whoever uses it will just come back next year.
Well, I think whoever takes it will ruin it anyway.
Apparently it's been bought by...
I thought Channel 5.
What's her name's boss?
Vanessa's.
Vanessa's boss.
Yeah.
Richard Desmond.
Richard
Who owns
Desmond.
the Express Group.
And they've hired Victor and I.
You two will obviously go with it. I doubt they'll even bring Davina or George. I think they'll change it completely.
They'll have to change completely.
No, I think Davina wouldn't want to do another one anyway.
Oh, come on, it's
Maybe
a
not on a
paycheck.
different channel.
No,
It's a
because it's
paycheck.
Channel
Of course it is.
4.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
But then again, you kind of wonder, would this show work without Davina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it would?
It's the people that make it. That's all.
Yeah.
What's that, darling? Bobby, in a bit?
Why, are you scared?
how you do or don't like your fruit or whatever it is.
And also, I sort of feel like, you know, at my age, I sort of think you've gone through had so many experiences.
Yeah.
You kind of know what you like, what you don't like,
right.
what you want, what you don't want, what you will put up with, what you won't put up with.
Yeah.
And then, but then, funnily enough, I think some of the younger people are much more kind of like younger people. It may sound like I'm like 100 years older than everybody else, but that's not what I intend to. That's not what I'm sort of getting at. But just the whole thing that they can be like, oh, I'm not having this. I don't want this, or I want that. I mean, I can understand people who have, you know, here we've got everything. We've got vegetarians. Nikki wants to prepare her food, but she doesn't really make a fuss. She just gets on with it. She knows that that's what she wants to do, and the rest of us kind of want to, you know.
Yeah.
But the whole thing of eating together.
Those are cute pyjamas.
It's the same as Michelle's.
Yes. Duck egg blue.
You sweet little duck egg, you. That bath cap, where did you find that? It's just gorgeous.
I got that in soup.
When she's like a little magpie, she
stores it.
No, honestly, she's only got one and it's by her bed.
No, I hid it there for her because she wanted
Oh,
it
did
hidden.
you? Oh, right.
So that's Nikki's.
Yeah, she's got how many? She's only
She's got
tiny
wine
amount of
hidden.
beers, does she need? She's got 2 glasses of
Sushi
wine.
hidden under Brian's bed.
She's got 2. She's got
Salmon roll.
She's only this big. She's got 2 glasses of wine and 2 cans of beer.
She'll be
She'll be
pissed.
off for a trolley.
She'll be pissed
You'll
tomorrow.
have to watch out for it because
Yeah.
she'll be gone.
Yeah,
And she'll make a fool of herself and then she'll regret it.
I know. She wasn't
So-
that bad that night she got drunk, was she?
No, but she does regret it.
she feels
anyway,
guilty, yeah.
You'll have to watch out for
Yeah,
her.
I say we stash it when we get it.
Yeah.
And then
God,
Just don't
did
drink
anyone,
it.
did everyone else like totally
And request some for
was
the final
scared
night,
about
then.
that
They won't
task
give us any,
today?
we can
I
ask.
really thought we were going to have to go outside and do it.
That wouldn't have bothered me. I just wanted to get it done and over with.
Yes,
Whether
yeah.
it be in front of no one or whether it be fucking a
In
million
front of
people out there, it
everyone.
makes no
Exactly.
difference. It would have still
Let's
been the
just
same
do it,
thing because it would have been just
yeah.
us together.
Exactly.
Terrified.
I
Were
didn't
you?
know- You were scared because you
Terrified.
didn't know the moves, but I didn't know
But
the
then
moves.
what about thinking 2 million people watch the show on every night?
Yeah, but doing it in front of someone, like
Well-
real live people,
But what about the crowd on Friday?
it's different. I'm not dancing, do you know what I mean?
I think that's almost worse because you're more vulnerable. This you're dancing, but they'll be judging you on
Oh,
you.
no, I couldn't. Oh, I thought that we were individually going to have to go into the middle and do a dance.
I thought that
And
was the plan
honestly,
as well.
I went
Do
in there
anything,
and
yeah,
I
if that
stood there
happens.
and went, I can't do it. And they were
I
like,
thought
come
they'd do a
on.
dance off and they chose 4 of us, whoever it was. I thought we'd have to do a
That's what I
dance
thought.
off. in
What,
front of
against
them all.
them or against
That
each
would
other?
have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Against each other. You have a battle to
That
see
would
who's
have
the
been
lead.
fun.
That
What,
would
2
have been
lovely
funny
boys though?
as
They were
fuck.
lovely, weren't
They
they?
were lovely,
Really
weren't
nice
they?
boys, yeah.
Where do you think they're from? London-wise?
Yeah, South London.
Oh, South.
South London.
South London, yeah.
Yeah.
How many of them is there in the troupe?
I saw about 10, I reckon.
10.
About 10.
Yeah.
25 grand. Yeah.
And there's what, 10?
You go out, you make a phone call, you send a text, you do an email, you read a
numerous coping
magazine.
mechanisms, haven't you? And plus
have
diversions.
no crutches.
You've got diversions.
Yeah.
You know, if nothing's going right, you put on the telly, you watch somebody
Yeah,
else suffering for a
totally.
bit.
Completely.
You know, if things are going wrong, you go and buy a T-shirt to make yourself feel better, or you go and you go and see a friend, or you
So
just
hard
do
in
something
here.
else. This is totally focused, completely concentrated, and even worse, you're being watched while you're doing it.
Yeah.
So it's really
I'd say I always know the cameras are there, but I feel comfortable. I mean, it doesn't bother me in the you know, I think it must bother people who maybe are putting on, you know, people go in at one level and then really struggle to keep a level of whatever kind.
miserable, and I would have to go. That's what I feared might happen. And it really took my kids and Ben to say, but you're not like that anymore. You're just really not like that. And to say all the things that made you like that before 10 years ago have all changed.
Yeah, they've all gone.
You know, and actually, my actual personality, in fact, I don't know whether you would agree with this, having lived with me now for 5 days, but I'm not moody, actually. I don't wake up and think, oh God, this is my bad day. I'm quite even. I don't have particularly bad days. I don't have days where I don't get on with people or I have a particularly grouchy day. That's not me, and I'm not very hormonal or anything like that either. And actually, I'm quite upbeat and cheerful, actually. Obviously, I don't like being messed around. I don't suffer fools particularly, but I'm not a cross, moody person, and I'm not actually a depressed kind of person either. I'm really lucky. I'm quite cheerful, naturally sort of quite buoyant. Actually, and the whole Big Brother thing, I suppose, had made me think that I was much more shaky than I really am.
Because it's an unnatural situation.
Yeah, but I've had a chance to recover from all of that. So thank goodness.
But I think it is an unnatural situation because I think we know it's an unnatural. You're in completely foreign surroundings.
Yeah.
It's concentrated. It's highly,
and life's totally out of your control. You don't know if they'll let you eat, if they'll let you go to the loo, when you're going to do a task, if you're going to do a task. I mean, if you'll pass, if you'll fail, if you just it's all kind of, and when you're of a certain age and you're in charge of your own life, or you've had to be in charge of everything, so you have to be in control of everything. You can't afford to relinquish control and let some other entity tell you.
No, because that's how we've survived.
So it's very unnerving because it deprives you of everything that makes you feel like your real self.
Yeah.
So, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it, actually. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's been really good fun.
Yeah.
I like dressing up as a cowgirl or whatever it is. I never get to do that normally, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, that's the point.
It's been fun. It's been a release. It's been nice. I've liked it. I really have. Very, very much indeed.
Because I mean, I know Davina said to me, "Oh, you didn't enjoy it very much last time," and da-da. It wasn't about not enjoying it. I miss my family, and I have children. It's a completely different situation from anything else, and yes, that will profoundly affect how I feel. There's no doubt about it.
See, when I came in last time, mine were 10 and 13, and our marriage had just split up. So to leave them on their own, you're not on their own, obviously, I had somebody looking after them, but I was worried about them. Very, very worried. And worried. I was just worried. I was worried. Look, I was worried. Full stop. I was worried about everything.
But
how was I going to make a living?
How
was I going to? Would I ever find anyone to love me? Would I ever? I was worried sick about absolutely everything. And every time there was no task, and I sat still for 10 seconds, I just worried and worried and worried. I got in such a state of abject worry, I could hardly sit still.
And actually, they didn't have the setup as they do now, where they would have somebody. From him when he said to me, the thing to do when you get in there is to go and talk to people and to sort of talk to as many people as you can. A, it passes the time, but B, if you stick to just one person and that person leaves, you are then again an island. And to make that, and it really. It's not that it's a strain, because I'm really interested in people. I love talking to people.
It would have been kind of potentially nice to kind of gone through that. But when I got that scare thing with Craig, it was like, hello. You've not been nominated yet. You here, no?
Nah.
Yeah.
I've tasted the agony and
Yeah, he's been up plenty of times, though. Plenty of times.
And when Craig did that joke, I was almost like, this is it. Silver bullet, loaded. Just fire it now.
I was just sitting there, just trying to. The wind, the wind was just playing havoc. In case you like the Neo thing. Or maybe you might have caught the bullet in your teeth, innit?
And then went. And you're like,
No, the invisibility cloak would have clicked in.
What would have clicked in?
The invisibility cloak.
innit?
And then like this, I'll bum you. Imagine having an invisibility cloak. You're like this, look. I'll bum you.
All of a sudden. So of course I have to have that feeling of running things. And whether you call that being in control, well, I've seen worse kind of control.
I call it taking responsibility.
Well, I firmly believe so too. And that kind of translated last time I was in it as bossy. Well, blimey, I stayed out of the kitchen because Coolio took over. I didn't assert myself at all. I didn't assert myself. I just bit my lip most of the time. And I wouldn't say I wasn't myself. I was completely myself, but I was quite I was quite scared, And that's not, that aspect of things is not me. Because if someone says to you, your children's life depends on you going and talking to this person or you arranging this. You bloody well do it. You don't even contemplate. You don't even, you know.